Hello and welcome back to Beacon Pines. Yeah, um, something's happening. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before I hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Yeah. Last time we learned about the fox guy being evil, obviously. I mean, it wasn't, you know, hard to tell. And yeah, now we're gonna deliver something. What was it? Marmalade? Something like that? I don't know. Okay. Yesterday, Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me that. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Well, I gotta load these into town first. We can catch up after that. Whoa, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. We made a treehouse tonight. Not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Sigh, mean we in mission control. What's that, Space Cadet? Yeah, so now we are in the... Whoop, I didn't mean to go back in. We are in the reality where Rolo did not go with us, I guess. Can get a bit confusing. I guess there's nothing up here but the grave. Yeah. We do have a list here, right? Yeah. Saw this before. Mr. Nankreed, Vitelli, and Talava. Gotta be honest, I don't remember who those people are. But I'm just gonna talk to her when I see. Wait, what's your step? Oh, sorry. This whole family feels. Oh, I think. Did we? Read this? Feels familiar. Everyone has a home, look, even me.
Check the soles of his sandals.
Maybe we haven't. I think okay. It's really gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. I think the noise kept them away. Something like that. Just watch this first step, okay? Yeah, you can tell those jerks, it doesn't matter how many bugs pile up, I ain't moving. Oh, I can talk to you. Mr. Walla, I can trust you to touch Chad.
Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Arius, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. The readers are more so interested in this town's future rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Muller, when the goings on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I'll make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Weller. It kind of was finished, though. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burnt man! How do we keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, summer cold. How do they keep summer cold? Look, bud, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Yep.
Yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Glenn had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
Leaned in a bit further.
Jam. Yeah, these ones on top. See what your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah yes, the jam. Thank you so much for doing this jam to me.
Reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course, of course.
For a final whisper.
Of course. Well, that's not suspicious or anything. No touching. We touched it. Go in here again. That's gonna be the same thing. Probably. Yeah, I think that's the same. Oh, I didn't mean to go again. I don't know if anyone in the library needs anything, but hey, Cal. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. There's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse, but empty hives don't seem to belong. Huh?
Motion to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similar it is to see with people. If a hack episode fails, it doesn't seem to belong. New Queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to stop using the warehouse. Nature abhors a vacuum. Hey Jace. Oh hey Luna. Have you seen this new issue of Hanky Tommy? Not yet. No spoilers please. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers please. We get to see how mild mannered Henry Adams becomes Hanky Tommy, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers. Oh sorry. Part is you gotta love. Alright Jace, catch you later. What's that space cat? Got a jam for you, Mr. Non-Queen. Look, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being in delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, and then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want a jam? Oh, wait. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess he's busy today.
He jammed to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
Well, unless I finish this batch of quicker than normal. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it. I better not dilly-dally. Okay. Not that way. You can go up right here. Yes. Wait, have I right here? Doesn't feel familiar. I don't know. Hey, Don. Hey, look, what's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
Yeah, you want jam delivery? Yep. Hey, Don, have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? stuff going on in the old Valentine building. You might say I've heard some things. I'm gonna start about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen a new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest. The other is working for Harvest Valentine. And the Valentines represent being friends past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as a time future. Just make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. But it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fertilli. Look at you.
And pinched Luca's cheek.
Your skin and bones. Is it great not feeding you? Yes, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. I mean, I didn't remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See the picture now? That's you helping your mom back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. Sigh, the whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in the world can keep a mother from
Luca
herself.
shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
To the cloth and inspected the jam.
Looks like I realized a memory. I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see you in the farm. You tell your grand hello for me, Luca. Will do. Can't really look at it, but... yeah. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Manhorn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that... Mr. Curtis asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. To this, I'm terribly nervous. I don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being a mayor or public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. Our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Did I know I could jump before? Apparently I can jump. Hey you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Yeah, I'll tell you ask too many questions. Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well... Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, it's very weird stuff in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Manhorn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie and this is Alana. We're Beck's parents.
Gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. I wonder if it feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, possibility of a stunt development doubles. Well, one down, 4 to go, I guess. What it means is that we would just want this move to be as easy and new as possible. You can relax, a friend has been defended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. Actually, already asked him, and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You just don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I know you, man. My mom's a grand old, but it can be a bit much sometimes. House is the little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's a spot. Made me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late. I am back to square one in this whole friend grift. Great. See you now. Alright. Guess it's just go. Oh, hello. Good morning, Jeff. Maybe Jeff. I'm gonna say Jeff. What's so good about it? Okay, further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's all man. The festival's coming up. Festival. Roman Valentine used to put on Kakamami shindigs all the time. I don't know. I don't know that word. And why did that get us? Well, it's provincial harvest putting on this one. They're doing it for the whole town. So I can see it. Sitting in the old Valentine company in the new perennial harvest outfit.
Dug through his pockets a bit.
It's different between this empty soap can and this permanent. But that's post garbage. Yeah, exactly. Alright then. Alright. So look at that. So who lives? So who all lives in that house? So who all lives in that house? Okay. Emma's and Gus Valentine grew up there, and someone moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the west? That sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing? Get a bunch of shady stuff happens all this. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and wrong? Pretty much. What a waste. Mom says that it used to be way busier back before Shabba died. For the fall harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this fall harvest thing. And they all used the same honest tone. It might be going to explain to me how that harvest got all found out. But we can't keep our parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would just ditch me by this point. Why still here? You look like you could use some help. You want longer? Not so bad. Let's get this food. Let's get food as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up that work. I think I can handle that.
Ken gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma on the other side of the river. Grandma? Where your parents at? Back, Manos. It's alright. My dad passed away an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing?
His eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Ah, that's why the pineapple on the pizza thing before. Oh, right, that makes sense. Look, how do you like your pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we have put more effort into dinner.
Nervously gestured toward the boxes.
The artfuls are in, and Becca mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, we are just giving the part where he said his mom was missing back. So look at this movie has us all tired.
Wiped his
A
face
little,
with his sleeve.
yeah. No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work.
Gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what about your tipping pines? Oh, you were the first time we're here for work. I don't want to tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Brilliant has just made her the newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. That's every day I get to make a difference in the world. Finding Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture. It's something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement in the ground.
Glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What that means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. Some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You sure you didn't?
Slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey Luca, how about the dessert? I have to meet my friend Bolo soon.
Glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. Let's get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you for the pizza, it was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above him began to rumble, break. Let's go with rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before this storm kicks off?
Surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'll say yes, girl. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for
At
it.
that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Cats, we can get those ads. Who's how you do before it gets cold? Look, Nellie will keep trying to reach you on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks weird. Wild. What is it? Gum.
Luca
Gum?
adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47
Wiped
days.
his hand off on his
Jeez.
finger and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. but we can be cool. Oh wow, Will and I have a video just like this in our treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. Will and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Filled it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she doesn't have time for me, she shows me with high-tech award compensation.
Flicked at one of the toggles.
Breaking in all sorts of station hunters. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Heavy trails from Coast Marker and all the Fairview condos. Boy, you weren't kidding about pulling him out, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from middle school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they really try to feel good themselves, they do both. So you mood a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. It's always a better to have someone else. These flowers would last long if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do with a cat. Well, care enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Nice job. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, everyone can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. Look, Gwen loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How to deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you gotta pop. So then, what do you do? When you don't know what to do? That never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own though. You gotta do something, anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know, something. We can with a complete with a storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop dragging me around. Just want things to go back to where you were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Well, I'm trying. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate it, I hate it. Why can't I just... why can't I just deal with it? And be happy for my mom. Why can't we just stay somewhere? Wah!
Twitch trembling whisper.
Just wanna be a normal kid.
Off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel all well.
As it began, the storm abated.
Thanks, I need that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll look you out. See you at the festival? Sounds good. Look, tell the universe check around.
Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Alrighty. Hi. Head on, taking down the lead. You bet. How did you do, Mama? Turns out when Charles had died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar? How? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris would have to take on a child as her board. Canales, who just showed up at town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo! So Harris was forced to take care of him. Yep, she would have lost everything. Why would she ever care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it old Shava sold some wild oats. That's the way Harris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? Good part now reveals the source, okay? That's not where the treehouse is, no. Still haven't quite gotten the hang of this town, but I'm getting there. Still reading. He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice cold anger. Heavens, that's no type of active friendships. Did you read in the rain? Excuse me, what are you doing? Just logging up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. This time to back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to. You all decided. Yes, sir. So no matter that you haven't put deciding things. We are all here at Royal House because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much so. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy. Of course not, sir. Good, let's decide. Yes, sir. We'll wait till the task is done. See that you do. Our house waits. Up here and here. Well, you're still up there. I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting messages at the moment. Come back now.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I was just a little late. The rain held me up. Liar, you weren't even home. What? Stuff got bad and I got mommy. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house. And you went there. I hadn't went back yet. Not a fool, okay? It doesn't take all day to live some jam. No way. That storm rolled in out of nowhere. And I got stuck after dinner at Beck's
Luca
house.
stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck's a bet? She's a new kid in town. She's kind of cool. You like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she made new friends. New friends? Spent all day waiting for you. And you want me new friends? It's not like that, well. You know, I was waiting and made some requests to missing control. It's gonna be a surprise. A lot of reading. I was good. You don't even have to read a lot. But it took so long. The storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course, I care your ass. Knew you get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. Because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your kind doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want. You wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? Acting like I chose this? So, if that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad
His tone
friend.
changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
They passed right. Storm spring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop calling your past nonsense like that means anything. Yeah, well, at least my past still around.
Hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line, but it was too late.
Luca! Good night, Marlo. Dang it. Well, that got depressing. This is not the best timeline, however. If Olive thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. What I do? Went to the bed. Oh, yeah, apparently.
Dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Marlo. What a jack. Call me a bad friend. Oh, I'm Marlo. Look at me, my amazing family. I guess that's it. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Weep. Look,
Cooed gently from the hallway.
She's up straight for breakfast. Look, are you alright? I'm fine. I just don't feel like getting up. Okay, I'll let this me by the door. Gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Bet we're still gonna go to the festival. It's gonna be miserable.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca, I see you need your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Welcome by. What did he say? He wants to talk to you. What did you say? Tell him you're not feeling well. Good. So, your place has to sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. Try to end your pity party and go outside. I think you'd do some good. Noted.
Still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Can I go? Yeah, I guess not. There's no anything interesting at the festival anyway. Saying football over there. Ah, there you go.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca, not often can see you. Call them back. I forgot how to say that. Moutwell? Something like that. So you said you met you yesterday. What does he say? Is he here? She was just stopping by. Told her you were taking visitors today. Oh, she seemed nice. Yeah, you had a fight with her, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then, I'll eat dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip. His father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face, and all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. Sally Gran.
Rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. I better sit down and listen a bit. What you and Molly thought about doesn't matter. But he
Silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
fights between friends happen. What I said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. God. One must appreciate friends in the best moments and accept them in the worst. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's day. Don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Will, doesn't it?
A reluctant nod.
Supply him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good point. It's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Get some last minute festival business to kick off. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca
Okay.
Chapter 6. Through Thick and Thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Okay, I think that is where I stopped today. You know, I'm still curious, like, there are some things I could change. The thing is, I don't know, like, I want to at least see where this path takes me in a way, but I just suddenly change to another one. Like, I don't know. I still am curious about the other paths, but for now I think I'm just going to continue this one and see what happens. Alright, that's it for now. See you next time.